And so number one, I think, is understanding which roles are remote and which roles are in person. So for us, because we know how to manage, I think remote teaches you how to manage better than in person does, because there's so many ancillary small communications that occur in person that don't get documented remotely that still have a material impact on the business. And so if you're only remote, you have to be very structured with the communication. If you're in person, you can get away with a lot less. Now, for roles, like fundamentally we say, like, why does this person need to be here? We would only want people to be here who should be here. If finance doesn't really need to be in the office. And so that allows us to recruit from a wider net. So we can recruit from all over the United States rather than requiring people to move or only picking from, call it Las Vegas, right? And so for us, the pros have been training is much better in person, culture is much stronger. I think you have an eye to efficiency, which to be fair is somewhat offset with the additional cost of the building. I think that you're able to see people in deep work and correct meeting cadences, things like that. Like if you're walking around everyone's on meetings all day, you're like, who's working, right? And so this allows you get faster feedback loops, which I think is important. The cons of in-person is that harder to attract talent because they have to move. That's a big one. It's probably the biggest one. But it's easier to attract other people though. So for us, what we did to accommodate this is for some roles, depending on the level of the role, we will also include signing bonuses and things like that. So if you're in that position, including more incentive for them to move or move their families to your place of business is a good way to do it.